many of you use a personal coach to help you with your business decisions and even any other decisions that you've made in your life? How many of you? Or how many of you who believe in personal coaches? I do. I do. They're not to be taken lightly. This can be a big help towards some of your decision making in life. You can. I must say though, before you do so, seek them. Always pray to God. Pray about it. But I'm going to introduce you also about after praying, and you know that once you've prayed and asked and believe, this will happen. So now that you know that this will happen, what my next suggestion would be to you, head on over to ChatGPT and feed it as much information about yourself, surrounding about the things you want to do. Give it as much information as possible. Guys, believe me, it can tell you how well you will do out there, especially with business decisions. If you're going to start a business, it can literally tell you whether it's a viable business or not. You should get into the habit of using this. Now, after I finish this video, if any of you would like a template that I created for myself, that I can also send that to you of what are the prompts to put in, and you can ask these questions. How did I know that I have a viable business that I could make from my corporate experience? I head on over there. It gives me statistical data down to the nitty gritty of everything. Everything statistically, it gave me. It literally tells me this is a high possibility, a high chance of success if you follow the steps and procedures. Don't be shy to use ChatGPT to ask it questions. Do not be, it's not just your average, let me find out the meaning of a word. Let me find out, what, any kind of information you're talking about. But it can literally analyze things for you. Okay, so what I meant to say is that it is a good analytical tools. It analyzes everything. That is what's the game changer about using the internet, is this thing analyze everything. It's a it's a it's the most effective analytical tools of all software. Of all software. It's an excellent tool to use. Excellent tool to use. So let me tell you where I'm going with this. So, having decided that monetizing my corporate professional skill is something that's viable for me, is that I went straight to ChatGPT. I spent weeks on this deep analytical skills. And I didn't use the free version of ChatGPT. I make sure I subscribe to the more, what do you call it now, deep knowledge scale of ChatGPT. It's not the most, because of course the most is OpenAI for $200 a month. There's no way I'm gonna pay $200 a month right now for that. In my corporate monetization business, I will, but not right now. So I paid the $20 a month, and it has given me information that was mind blowing. There was no way, a world without AI, I would have known this. Even if you hire a coach, a corporate coach, They would have to go, they themselves take days to get that data for you. ChatGPT brings it up, like just literally tells me. It literally tells me the industries that are in the same business like I am venturing into. It gives me the number of them, their names, and it literally tells me that they haven't even scratched the surface of the industries, the various companies that requires this type of service. They haven't even scratched it. There is a void there, and they see a high chance of possibility for me to achieve. That's what it tells me. This is the data it gives me. It gave me over 15,500 companies that are looking for my service. And there's a void. Think about that. I'm mind blown. Listen, I've been using ChatGPT. Well, initially when it came out, I was as skeptical as you know what. I was like, what is this? What is this? People are trying to be God now? I was very critical of it. But then I recall in the last days, the Bible said God was going to pour knowledge out on earth. And this is it. This is it. This is it. So when you're going to go into any kind of business, anything at all, anything that you're going to do, and I'm all about a side hustle. That's my thing. That's my niche here on both of my channel. So when you're going to go, always go do some analysis. Ask GPT some questions. If you're not able to create some of those prompts, just let me know. I will send you some of my prompts that I use, that I sit and create. Because you have to understand this. It's not a human being. So if you ask it questions that are vague and limited, then it's going to give you vague and limited information. But if you get really in depth of what you're looking for, what you want from it, and ask it those exact same questions in detail as how you want it to be, you will get that information. You will definitely get that information. And this is what I've done. I was mind blown. I said to myself, what? You're telling me this? This is valid. For years, I haven't done any kind of business. I remember doing personal income taxes, which I was running from my storefront in Long Island. And I had so much paperwork, and I did not like doing taxes. I mean, I did charge. How much did I charge? I think at the time for years I've been charging what? $385. And I had quite a few clientele. Well, I just never liked it. It was too time consuming. And people are begging you to get them back refund. The craziness, not by what their income states and their situation states. They want you to just generate refund for them, just like that. And as my storefront grew, and the fashion industry was my thing, and that store was doing so well, before I closed that door, it did so well. I had to stop doing the taxes. But moving forward, since I'll be doing my corporate, I'm bringing back all of that, will be brought back. And I'm talking about business taxes. Business taxes can you can charge up to $2,500 for corporation taxes. and but it requires a great depth of work with accuracy. There's a void in my corporate skill, and that void needs to be filled. I thought it was, well, there's competition there, but when you niche down into the type of accounting that you will do or that I'm doing, there's there's competition, but it's not as high competition as I thought it would have been. Picking my nail as I talk here. Yeah, but what helps me to make that move? This is my point. Chat GPT helps me. It opens up the door for me to peek and take a look to see what's going on over there. And what I've also learned is that it does the same thing with digital marketing. It can help you. It can help you find your target audience, your niche down to your interest. It does. It can walk you through that line. Nothing's guaranteed, but here's what it does. It makes the process easier for you. It paved out a way for you so you can see what's going on or what ought to be done. Tells you each steps to take in each of these things. Each steps to take. And mind you, I'm not telling you anything that I didn't know before. I just never thought about using it for the profession that was gifted to me from God. I just never thought about using it for that. And once I realized that I can use it for that, it mind blowing for me. Mind blowing. Listen, I'm not the brightest bulb around, but yeah, once I realized this, I go, how comes that people are not taking this interest up? But you know what? It's not how comes people are not doing. I was just not thinking about it. Other people knew about it and they ran with the idea. They did what they had to do. Don't lock yourself out. Especially for women in their 40s and their 50s and heading on to 60s, 70s. You need to get with this. This AI thing, ChatGPT, it's crazy. Don't lock yourself out of this. Understand and learn what's going on. It'll worth your time. I said to myself the other day, how are people going to manage? The people who are, I would say, about 65 and over, if you're not getting, you're going to be I give it another year and you have aged out of this world. My intention is to keep learning, but I have to do it at a slow pace. I know some people are going at it, fast. I have to settle down and watch what's going on with me mentally. I have so much things on my plate. But there's no way I'm not going to keep up with this, because you could just be locked out of things just like that. Things are changing so fast. Now, there's another thing about this. ChatGPT can help you even with the business. After you've started it and working in it and producing it, it can help you day by day, guide you as to what to do, where to go, what to do, how to treat this. That is the best life coach I've ever come across. This is working, guys. I'm not saying that to have your own personal human life coach, but ChatGPT right there, they cannot outsmart that. That's an amazing tool to use as a personal life coach. Take it from me. I'll see you again in another video. Bye bye.